back, everyone, for some more of my Leeds United career mode for FIFA 19. And this game against Everton will be the last game I play before the January transfer window. And as you can see, things in the Premier League are getting kind of tight. I do have a game in hand over Liverpool, but Liverpool is only 1 point behind me. As you can see, I have 11 wins, 2 draws, and 1 loss, which I will talk about here pretty soon. Scrolling down the bottom of the table, Leicester, Blackburn, and Cardiff occupying the relegation zone. And, actually, let me go back in here because I do want to show you guys that I am still alive in the Carabao Cup. I will be playing against Fulham, and the other semifinals will be Hoarders Manchester United versus Spurs. Which I'm really hoping I play Spurs. I really do not want to have to play Manchester United again. Please, Spurs, do me a favor, that way I can play you instead of them. But yeah, as you could probably figure, I did beat Burnley, which I'm going to show you guys the simulated games that I did. First of all, my first loss of the season came at home against Manchester City, which kind of aggravates me because this is the same Manchester City side that lost to Newcastle 2-0, but yet I can't beat them at home. So, yeah, I don't get that. I ended up going to London Stadium where I got a 3-1 win against West Ham. And I returned back to Ellen Road against the Leicester City and ended up getting a 3-0 win against them. And first game of December was against Burnley in the quarterfinal of the Carabao Cup, which I ended up winning 2-1 at home. And I'm going to have a little bit of a change of heart here. You know how I said that my priority was going to be FA Cup and then just throw away the Carabao Cup? Now that I'm actually at the semifinals and I do have an easy draw with Fulham, though I don't expect an easy, well, I can't say an easy game. I mean, compared to other teams I could have gotten, Fulham is probably the best I could have gone. But considering that I'm already at Wembley, I think I'm actually going to go for the Carabao Cup this season. And then next season I'll be focusing my attention on the FA Cup. So I'm probably going to throw away the FA Cup and then concentrate on the Carabao Cup. Because I only have 2 more rounds of that. But, yeah, I think that's pretty much all I want to talk about on here. Switch to my second team since it seems like I never play as them. Let's see. See what kind of kits I have here. I'll put those kits on them even though they're the home side. You can see my starting 11 here. This is actually my backup side. And as you can see there, Michael Vanaken now is at a 75, so I am going to have him as center back with Mangala, who grew to 78. Zinchenko finally grew to 75. Janssen grew to 76. Tonali's up to 79 now, which is awesome to see. Adama grew up to 81, so in the short time that I've had him, he's already grown by 2 overall. And of course, Derek Harrison's at a 75. Hopefully Jonathan David starts growing too, but yeah, that's got to be my team against Everton. I think they should get the job done. This is the same team that beat Spurs earlier in the season, and yeah, I'm really liking the depth that I have on this team. And I'm at Goodison Park. Alexander Zinchenko, the Ukrainian international. I bought him off of Manchester City. First team that's beaten me so far this season. You can see Marvelous Nakamba there with Vanaken walking past him. Okay, I just want to get this game underway because the sooner I get this game done, the sooner I want to get in the January transfer window. Because I do have a few moves I want to do, but that's all. It just depends on what happens. It could be a very quiet transfer window, it could be a very busy one. But anyway, that's pretty much. Oh, they got Lo Celso from Real Betis. That's interesting. They got Richarlison up front. João Virginia, the goalkeeper that they have. You guys already seen my starting 11. Could have an awkward start there between... oh! Nice defense there by Theo Walcott, if I can speak English. Didn't want to pass it to Tonali. Oh! Okay, that's actually a span of twice in the past. Okay, guys, hold on to the ball. Oh, nice cross by Zinchenko, and he finds David. I really was not liking that start so far. Harrison lost the ball twice. Tonali lost the ball. Nobody seemed like they wanted the ball, but Zinchenko made something happen, and it's 1-0 to Leeds United. Yeah, I'm really hoping this team isn't making me regret putting them out there, because I do want to play with these guys a little bit. It seems like I play with my first team a lot. And I know Everton's not really all that high up in the table compared to like Liverpool and Manchester United and that. And I do want to give some of my other players some opportunities to get some game time, so... Okay, let's see what I can do. David trying to force pressure, falls on his rear end. Tonali passing it to Harrison. Harrison did not lose the ball this time. Okay, Adama. Very nice goal from a tough angle. I actually gave him the start over Karaba in this game because I've been playing Karaba a lot on sim games since he's higher rated. Well, not that he's higher rated than Adama, but he is a 79 rating, and I hardly played him, so I figured I'd give him some game time. And, yeah, I ended up getting mixed results in terms of what my final scores were, but you can see Adama tried to make something out of nothing, which to no avail. But yeah, I decided to give Adama another start. He really didn't have all that great of a game against Manchester United. And so far, he seems to be getting the job done for me. How did Everton get that ball back? Zinchenko passing it to Harrison. Okay, I see Adama. Very nice! Beating Jordan Pickford, the former Sunderland goalkeeper. Jordan Pickford is one of those players that, no matter what the circumstance, I will never sign. It's kind of like with Harry, like, there's few players. I know Harry Kane is another player that, even if you offer him to me for free, I will not take him. And of course, being a Newcastle fan, I absolutely can't stand Jordan Pickford. So if Jordan Pickford were to come to me and say, you know what, I want to play on your team, I would say heck no. Arsenal taking a 1-0 lead over Brighton, courtesy of a Aubameyang goal. Good cross there. Jonathan David able to get the goal. Nice steal. Okay, Harrison passing it to Zinchenko. Zinchenko, nice cross to Anderson. Very quick cutscene there, or lack of cutscene. I'm surprised that FIFA doesn't have Zinchenko more versatile than what he actually is, because not only can he play as a left back, but he can also play as a left winger, center mid, and even a center attacking mid. He can pretty much play anywhere on the pitch. Of course, right now I have him as a left back. Though I have thrown around the idea of having him as a center attacking mid. That just depends on what happens. I may end up having to sell a couple of my players. Even players I don't particularly want to sell, but at the same time I do want to bring money in because there are a few deals that I do want to make. And there are some sacrifices that are going to have to be made. Ooh! That was almost a mess by Everton. Yeah, I may end up having to let go of somebody that I really don't want to let go, but like I just said though, that's... Because apparently Leeds United is owned by Mike Ashley in this game, and they only gave me $10.5 million to start. Which, like I said at the beginning of the season, what am I going to do with $10.5 million in order to compete in the Premier League? Thank goodness I was able to stretch the budget out so I can get a few players, sell a few people, so I can bring in some money. and able to make some quality signings. And so far, I have been able to compete in the Premier League, but I mean, that's not the point. The point is, you know, you're in the Premier League, you're supposed to get a good bit of money, especially as a newly promoted team. I know in real life they get $100 million package with the TV deals and that in order to make some transfers in that. But I need to make that a thing in FIFA 20. Hopefully they have that in the next FIFA. I heard they're going to be changing quite a bit in the next FIFA. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Oh, was that a goal kick or was that... No, that was Digne making a nice stop there. Okay, Patrick Jansen. Screw it. Oh, I'm so glad I took that chance. I'm kind of like Jared HD a little bit. When I say screw it, and good things happen. Of course, he doesn't say screw it, he says F it. But same difference. Maybe that's what I should do, especially when it comes to long shots. I should say, screw it. And who knows, 10 times out of 10 I'll end up in the back of the net like that one did. Okay, Jonathan David, screw it. Oh my god! It worked! Oh, I was not expecting that to find the back of the net. Nice curl on that ball. That was a good strike by Jonathan David. And that ends the first half. The Bluebirds are loud and clear at Goodison Park. Very unhappy with their team so far. But even with my second team, yeah, they started off slow, but they've been on fire. West Ham's beating Spurs, that's interesting. Chelsea beating Bournemouth, that's not much of a surprise considering Bournemouth is in the relegation zone. And let's see. I want to make 2 subs right off the bat. Put Gota in for Anderson, and I'm going to put Kamaru Roof in for Jonathan David, and later on I'll put Calvin Phillips in there. He'll be in there for either, probably for Tonali. You know what? I'm actually gonna make my subs now. That way I won't forget, because I do want to give Calvin Phillips some more game time. I mean, he's been happy so far, but I just don't want to tick him off because he is a very important part of my team. Yeah, I try to play him as much as I can. Yeah, this will be the last game I play before the January transfer window, and the next game I'll play after this will actually be towards the end of January, and I'll be playing against Arsenal. And I'm still trying to decide what I want to do for the rest of the season, especially... I do want to make the Carabao Cup final. I mean, I think I would like to think that I would make the Carabao Cup final, or I would like to think that Leeds can beat Fulham. But, yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. And yeah, I will sim both legs against Fulham in the semifinal. I will play the final if I make it that far. Although I probably should play the second leg of the Carabao Cup, but that is a risk I'm willing to take at this point. Calvin Phillips, how's your crossing? I don't remember. It worked out. You found Jack Harrison. Kemar Roof, Jack Harrison, and Calvin Phillips, I believe, are the only 3 guys. Well, and also Bailey, Peacock, Farrell. Those 4 are pretty much the only remaining players that I've been playing consistently. Or, well, Peacock, Farrell I haven't been playing yet, but I've been training him. But those 4 main players right there that I have are pretty much the only 4 that's left of the actual Leeds United squad in real life. Yeah, I'm gonna be simming the remaining games here. In the month of December, I know I have the 3 remaining games in the December. Leicester takes the lead against Cardiff. That's not really all that big a surprise. Leicester needs all the points they can get because they're fighting relegation. But my 3 remaining games in December are gonna be Bournemouth, Newcastle, and Wolves. I'll be simming all 3 of those games. And then, like I said, I'll probably sim all the way through to close to the end of January because I do want to do the transfer window off camera because, you know me, I don't want to bore you guys with transfers. That's just not fun to watch, I don't think, making transfers. Especially since a lot of career mode YouTubers concentrate on transfer window. I don't want to be one of those. I want to be different. So... And I just feel that I don't want to bore you guys, for those of you that are watching this. I want you guys to actually see the game, not what happens behind the scenes. And that was a beautiful goal by Jack Harrison. Yeah, I don't... Yeah, anything that has to do with like the business aspect of the game, I want to keep off camera. And I just want to actually keep the actual game on camera. That's why I don't, even though it's part of the game, I don't really show sim games on camera just simply because it just, I don't do anything doing them. I'm just letting the computer do its thing. That's not very fun. Oh, now you, oh! Goetze could have had some, where's that go? Yeah, Goetze could have added a goal there. Phillips passing it to Canberra, passing it to Roof. Nakamba crossing it. Oh, missing that. Jack Harrison making the cross. This is a very strange passage of play here. And Kamar Roof gets at the end of that. That was crazy. That was very crazy. Okay, Ghana Gay. Mangala gets at the end of that. Okay. Oh! I want to get Harrison another goal. It's just every time the ball falls to him, something happens. Yeah, I want to get Harrison his 3rd goal. Or how many? I don't know how many goals he has, but I want him to get another goal. And sure enough, he does. And all Jordan Pickford could do is just hang his head in shame. I still can't believe he was the starting goalkeeper for England in the 2018 World Cup. I would have thought that Jack Butler would have been a much better choice personally, but hey, I'm not the manager. What do I know? Passing to Unai Simon. Mangala with the ball, passing it to Zinchenko. Mangala and Zinchenko, 2 former Manchester City players. Nakamba, the former Club Brugge guy. Eden Hazard putting the icing on the cake for Chelsea against Bournemouth. Bournemouth is in real danger going down this season. Of course, they're the next game that I play. Well, actually, I'll be simming it. I won't be playing it. And I just noticed... OBS. But there you go. Another very, very good victory for Leeds. And Everton is no joke of a team. I mean, they're not as good as like Liverpool and Manchester United, but they're a top half of the table team, and they can pose problems. I know they're pretty good on FIFA 19 career mode, and to come up with a result like that is pretty awesome. They get 60% possession. Man of the match goes to Adama. 4 goals, 3 assists. 3 goals, 4 assists for Harrison. Let's see. I'll tell you what, Adama may have got man of the match by FIFA, but I'm actually going to give it to the other winger here, Jack Harrison. I thought Jack Harrison had a hell of a game for me, so I would give man of the match to him. And West Ham managed to knock out Spurs. That's big. Just do a little bit of training here. And next time I see you guys will be a game against Arsenal. And you guys get to hear lovely OBS glitching out again. But yeah, I'll be seeing you guys towards the end of January. And Leif Davis is not happy about his game time. I didn't even know he was part of the team, to be honest. But yeah, I'll just show you guys here real quick. And like I said before, games against Bournemouth, Newcastle, Wolves that round off December. Two-legged semifinals against Fulham in January, and then the 29th will be against the game against Arsenal. Chelsea and Blackburn, I've already played against them, so I'm not going to play against them again. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this. Hope you guys are enjoying the series. I'll be seeing you guys again next time.